I asked the homeowner, when's the last time they changed the filter? You know what the answer is? What filter? The filter that you're breathing in, this nasty air. Look at this. Look. Wow. That's crazy. And if you think this is crazy, make sure you keep watching. You're gonna see some more crazy shit going on here. Trust me, Mikey Pipes does not disappoint. Ain't that right? Tuesday evening, last week, laying in bed with Mrs. Pipe, and I got a text, and I don't normally give my personal cell phone number out to my clients, except in a few rare occasions, but I got a text from a gentleman that were installing their second Bosch IDS 2.0 literally the next day. Not Wednesday, but you know, Thursday, because the next day is already, it's already happened, right? He goes, Mikey Pipes, I'm sorry, but I need to, we can't do the install on Thursday. We got to hold off for a bit. I'm like, yo, bro, I didn't even take a deposit from you. And he goes, don't worry. I'm like, don't worry, but you know, it's like less than a day away, and I already blocked off, you know, the schedule. Like, what's up? And I gave you the first system at discount because we were doing the second. I was like, may I ask why you need to push this off? You know, at the end of the day, it's all about the money, right? Nope. And that's when I got death trumps Bosch. Death trumps Bosch. He goes, Mikey Pipes, I got a death in the family. I'm like, death trumps Bosch. Maybe it's a little too early to celebrate, but tonight, me and Mrs. Pipe, we're heading on a plane to Atlanta, and tomorrow afternoon, I have an appointment, me and Mrs. Pipe have an appointment at the Porsche Delivery Experience Center, the racetrack in Atlanta, Georgia, for the East Coast of North America. We're picking up the 911 Turbo S Cabriolet. It's going to be epic, so check out the video on the Mikey's Garage channel right there. There's a link right up there. Check it out. It's going to be epic, and thank you in advance for subscribing to the channel. All right. Today's going to be a nice, sweet job. I got some custom fabricated ductwork here, some transitions, right? We're taking out an old R22 system, complete line set. Keeping something with the majority of the ductwork, because it is nice steel, rigid ductwork, not the typical duct board that you see, but I got a couple transitions here. We're gonna make the return. We're gonna use an 18-inch flex off of the return plenum box and the return filter grill box there. So it's gonna be really nice. You know, that flex, you know, if we make that a nice curve, we're gonna cut back on the noise, so for noise reduction, but it also makes it an easier job to do. So stay tuned. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And remember to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. I beg you. I'm on my knees. All right? I'm on my knees. Right? How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? Subscribe. We have to just date first before we sleep together. I promise to take care of you. Trust me, I do. Mikey Pipes promises. All right? So smash that thumbs up button and subscribe and notification bell to get post notifications when I drop content on a daily basis. Let's get going. All right, here we are, folks. There is the Bosch IDS 2.0 that we put in about 3-4 weeks ago. Here is this Comfort Maker R22 3-ton central air conditioning condenser. We are going to remove the brown leader that's being purposed as the line hide. We're going to take that off carefully. We're going to repurpose that as the line hide for the new system. We are going to maintain the existing disconnect, but that's about it. So, and it's going to look very, very nice. Very, very nice. You know, we have the beautiful Bosch for the first floor, the heat pump, and the main reason why they're doing both now is because they're very nervous and concerned about the future energy price of natural gas. So with solar panels in place, it's a no-brainer. All right, here is our access. Let's go see what's going on up there. And I got two hands today. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. No bueno. Almost busted my ass. Get my ass in here. Okay. All right. I'm up. So here is our attic. All right, Peter, you could let's take this shelf out right here. That way you could have a better angle of attack maybe. And I want you to take the screw gun, take off the filter grill. Okay, because we're going to take out this ductwork here. All right, and I also need a drill with the 1/4 inch on it. We're going to undo these screws here, take this apart. Okay, excellent. All right, let me get up in here a little bit better, guys. Show you what we're doing. Now, obviously, we don't have an OSHA compliant attic here. We have no plywood flooring. So we're going to act like ballerinas today. And let me get a little bit closer here. All right, get a little closer. Okay, let's move this out of the way. I'm sorry. So there is the little baby air handler. Okay, the objective here is this is in the way. This is in the way. This line is in the way. See? The objective here is to take that, which is 12 by 24 or 26, the supply plenum right there. We're going to put a 90 on there and turn that this way. Put our air handler here, return box here, and we're going to have to redo this duct here, which is going to that box can all the way over there. All right, but not a big deal. We'll get it. Another thing is this is a 110 volt air handler. We're going to make that a 240 volt by upgrading the circuit breaker. All right, so stay tuned. Make sure you stick around. And someone asked me the other day, Mikey Pipes, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of your channel? And it's quite simple. If you look at the banner, it says, making the trades great again. That is the objective. We are professionals, and that is what I'm trying to stress here. Making the trades great again. All right, full disclosure, it is 8:05, and we're just about done. Yeah, right. No, but this is actually going to be a really, really nice job. I'm so happy that the homeowner has chosen Pipe Doctor for, you know, their plumbing and HVAC needs, and that's what we do. That's what we specialize in: plumbing and HVAC, whether it's gas heating, heat pumps, or central air conditioning, ductless air conditioning, rooftop units if you're a light commercial or commercial building. We're based in Valley Stream over on East Hawthorne Avenue, and our phone number is 516-348-6300. We offer maintenance plans for both plumbing and HVAC at great, great low rates. Check it out, the info on pipedoc.net. All right, guys, let's get going with today's install. All right, let me get the little box first, Peter. Thank you. All right, so here is our ductwork modification. There is our Goliath high-rise emergency drain pan. It's gonna go right there. This is gonna be nice. We're gonna have plenty of room to reconnect that one trunk, that one branch off the main plenum trunk there, and we'll be good. All right, you have the coil up here, not yet, but right now we're putting the little rubber feet on the pan. The drain hole is on this side towards you, right? Yeah. The hole?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right, put this there. Where's the rubber?
The condensate line.
Where's it going?
Yeah.
We're gonna go out that way. Okay. And very nice. So we'll bring this over a little bit. Is the floor level? Nothing on it?
Yeah, pretty level.
Okay. So let's just, because it's going to be more forward towards us, so
Yeah.
let's just.
I have to get to the other side.
Okay, good. So let's see if we can lift this up once you're positioned.
Yep.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, a little bit more. Actually, can we? Okay, good. All right, are we over the edge there a little bit? Yes, we are. Let's go out a little bit more this way. Okay, good. Now, this should, good. And that should go right here. Like a glove. Like a glove. Look at that. Like a glove. All right. Now we're at the point of electric. I have a electric box right here, and just to make sure that my wiring is good and doesn't short out anything, I'm just going to put a little connector here. I could put an anti-short bushing, but I like to use little connectors. Line that up just like that. It's nice. And we're going to take some screws and secure that box to the air handler cabinet. All right, before we screw, we're going to put our hand in there, make sure we're not going to hit anything. That won't be cool. That'll actually be no bueno. Realistically, no bueno, you know what I mean? If I hit a control board, it's like fudge. All right, so I'm just going to make sure that this is in there nice and good, because next I'm going to run my wires, right here. This is my line voltage connection. We're going to run that to the box, the switch that I'm going to add. So we're just going to pull this through there, and it generally makes it, and I think today we're going to be a little short. Let's see if I could just undo this little plastic clip there, and if I can get you in there. It's a little short. It is what it is, right? It's a little short. All right, so we're going to have to just pigtail from the box, switch, double pole, single throw switch to my line voltage. Not a big deal. All right, let's go back to the other side here. And here is my line voltage, right, from the original air handler. And I do have plenty of slack here, which is great. So there that is here. And I'm just going to take one of these knockouts right there, and we're going to connect our line voltage to the side right there. Okay, perfect. And it's out of the way. Later we'll take some Romex staples and staple that there. Okay, so that's that. Let me secure that and get this thing showing the road. And then I'm going to tell you a story that really hit home yesterday when Chris was having the seizures in the back of my truck. So stick around.
All right, can you feed more?
All right, Peter and Mike are running the line set 3/8. Then they're going to insulate the line, the 3/4 line. I am working on the power. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story about why yesterday's interaction with Chris, some referred to him as Godzilla 2.0 on the comments during yesterday's live stream. But what really hit home is that he was experiencing a seizure. And again, I'm not a medical expert, but when I was a child, my father, who had juvenile diabetes, when his blood sugar got low enough, he commonly and very frequently, not that frequently, but at least a few times a year, had these seizures. And it looks identical. So that's what really hit home for me. And you know, it was scary watching that. Again, I was calm and collective. I was concerned for his health. You know, he didn't disclose, you know, any kind of condition when we I first interviewed him or met with him the day before, when he was 15 minutes late to the interview. But nonetheless, scary stuff. Imagine, you know, just imagine that something like that happens where he's driving a vehicle, you know, a company vehicle to a job, or he's even in a job site by himself, and he has a seizure like that. That's scary stuff. So my thoughts and prayers go to Chris, aka Godzilla 2.0. Hopefully he gets the medical treatment necessary so he can have a very productive career.
We're good.
If that's an HVAC, great. If it's in something else, it's all good. But you need to be medically fit and sound, you know, to have a productive life. There's a switch, 2-pole, single throw switch. My line, did I mess this up? Yeah, I sure did. Look at this. I'm so busy talking to you people that I actually would have blown the breaker if I would have turned it on. So that goes there. My line are these two, the white and the black. So that's going to go back there like that. All right. You see, I'll show you in a second. Let's get that nice and secure. See the bottom, it says line right there. Right, and the load is here. So here's one load and there's the other. When I get those wires in there. All right, good. See, my line and my load. Okay. And let's get this, wiggle that into place. Let's get some electric tape and wrap this around. All right, so I have my switch taped up. Unfortunately, I don't have any single boxes where it's just a switch plate, you know, the rough service work plate. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Some of you guys are gonna comment, you know, it's not the right thing to do. You know, someone can put their finger in there. I was like, I'm sorry, we're in an attic. If you're up here putting your finger in things, well, then again, if you're in an attic, putting your finger in things like that, you deserve what you get, right? And I'm sorry, my exposed wiring is taped. What's that, Peter? Yeah. No, okay, he's not talking to me. All right, if you want to put your finger in there, go right ahead. And I'll tell you a quick little story, quick little joke. There once was a name named Crockett who put his dick in a socket. His wife was a bitch, so she flicked on the switch and Crockett went up like a rocket. See? So if you want to put your schmeckle in here, knock yourself out. All right. I got my Wagos here. This is the Wago lever connector for 2-conductor wire, model 221. So there's my Wagos. Those are nice glorified wire nuts. And what's great about the Wagos, they make 5 conductors, so 5 wires. They have 3. They have 2, which you see there and right here, and they work just like this. They're lever, and they are rated for a crazy amount of amperage flowing through it, a lot more than your typical wire nut. And if you're going to use this, there's a link in the description box down below. I get mine on Amazon. A box of 100 2-conductor Wago 221s. They're about 20 bucks, 22 bucks. So they're not cheap, but they are great. And if you're going to do an exceptional job, delivering an exceptional product, an exceptional installation, you're going to want to use these. Trust me. Okay. Let me just cut this back a little bit. This looks a little cheesy right there. Let's just put that right there. Bend this down out of the way. Okay, there's my ground, which I wired there. Okay. We're just about ready to, I'm going to take this out. We're just about ready to turn on the power. But before I do that, we're just going to bring all of the low voltage field wiring from the other side, outside of the cabinet. I like to bring them inside. I don't like to have anything exposed outside. And we're going to take this little sticker. Let me just take this black glove off. All right, I'm going to take this little sticker and we're just going to split it a little bit.
We're good.
All right, and I want to just affix this inside. My team and myself, we know what these colors mean, but let's say, God forbid, someone else is coming here and it's not Pipe Doctor for whatever reason. At least they'll have a guide because, you know, the common is different because it's brown instead of blue. But you have Y2 and then the other wires here. So just something to keep in mind. I put that there. I bring all the wires in there. This is going to be our our low voltage connection. And we have our float switch there, for example. We're going to feed this through here, right? We're going to have our thermostat wire. We're going to feed that through there as well. So that's what works for me. Just like that. And we'll put an anti-short bushing there. Okay? That's that. All right, let's get the power on. Peter, you know what time it is?
Why are we doing?
No, it's time to turn on the fan. You ready? Okay. I converted the circuit from 110 volts to 240 volts. When I flipped the breaker on, nothing happened. It didn't trip. That means like it's not shared with anything else, or at least a light hasn't been turned on yet. So let's see what happens.
Nothing should be.
I turn the switch on. Come on, baby. Baruch Hashem. Look at that. Houston, we have air. You got gas? Yeah. 10:33 and a half. Okay. With the help of Peter Piper +1, there was an old cloth wire here, 3 conductor, right, which went to the original air handler. Well, we electric taped 8 wire to the cloth. Peter pulled it up to the air handler, and now we're going to put the Bosch BCC 100 Wi-Fi thermostat on the wall. If you look at an old previous video, there was 2 thermostats here, and we merged them into one, and I put in the White Rogers Emerson Series 80 thermostat, which I don't know what happened to it. Oh, there it is. Right, it's nice, personalized, imprinted right there with the company name. We put that in, I think, about a year ago, last winter, maybe 2 winters ago. Time flies, you know. But now we're going to put in the BCC 100. It stands for Bosch Connected Control. It's a nice, sleek-looking thermostat. I'm torn. I'm really torn between the Honeywell 9000 Wi-Fi thermostat, which I have all over my house. I think it's a great thermostat. My only problem with the Honeywell 9000 is the responsiveness. That sometimes you touch something and it's like it plays games with you. It doesn't respond. So all right, so I have my base plate mounted on the wall. The first thing we're going to do is loosen up all the terminals, and we're going to remove the jumper that's between RC and RH. We are using a 2-transformer system. And then I'm going to loosen up Y, W/E, the common for C, the OBY. I'm loosening them up because if I don't do it now, I'm going to have to do it anyway. But we're just going to loosen up all those wires. Right, boom, just like that. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to connect my W, going to my boiler. Right there to WE. And then I'm going to connect my red RH. And those are the 2 that go to my zone relay off of my boiler. One other nice little thing about the Bosch thermostat, the base plate, see they have this little piece of, looks like foam. It's a nice little touch, you know. Some people, especially in the parts of Queens, like in the Rockaways, I've seen some crazy stuff. People put like, I don't know, they put steel wool in there because they're worried about the critters, especially the cucarachas, you know, but it's a nice little touch. So we're going to do the wiring for the heat pump and AC next. All right, I got all my wiring done. RC, RH, Y, W, C for common, OB, Y2, W2, G. And the brown I just shoved back into the hole. So now I'm going to go to the air handler and wire that up. Oh, look who's here. Hi, Daniel. What's doing?
Cold water.
You got us cold water?
And Mountain Dew for Peter and Ginger Ale.
Wow. Okay, there's a cooler outside, right downstairs.
Okay.
You want to put it in there?
Okay. Here's fittings, and stay ready. It's all right.
Nice.
Unboxing.
Thank you.
So,
While you were gone, yes, what were you going to say?
why do we need these fittings? What's happening?
We're installing a Bosch IDS 2.0. What else do you think is happening?
Yeah, but I've never used sweat fitting on
Well,
before.
because we only had 3 RLS Zoom Lock long-term 3/4 90s.
Okay.
And we used one there. By the way, the line sets ran.
Okay.
You have to make kind of connections. We use one there, and that leaves us with 2. And those 2 are here.
Yes.
We're going to put one here. We're going to put one here, right? And that's for our 3/4 going to the air handler. And outside, you're going to use these.
Oh, okay.
Because you'll see, you're not gonna, even if we had the Zoom Lock fittings, maybe we had like a 22 bend. We'll see. It's like, it's close. But you'll make it happen because you're Daniel DC HVAC. Check out his channel, DC HVAC. What do you got, like 10,000 subscribers now?
No, less than 10,000.
You know, yesterday, since I think I told you this already yesterday, but yesterday I actually hired a YouTube influencer manager to give me a consultation for an hour. It was expensive, right? It's double what I normally charge. It's like a doctor, right, and a lawyer. But he gave me some great advice, which we're going to implement, which I'm going to implement, and you should also going to implement on your own channel. You have to keep, the key to success in YouTube, Daniel, is you have to engage the audience. You have to tell a story. Every job that we do is essentially a story. But it's kind of like reading a book. If you bore the people, they're going to drop off, and you're not going to, maybe they're not going to come back as often as you'd like them to. So you have to tell a story. So keep that in mind. You have to engage the audience. Forget about giveaways. You have to make them happy. If we have to give them a reach around, right? When we're, you got to do that too. Nonetheless, is that clean? That's clean. Let's cut some of this off. Where's the spinny thingy? Tubing cutter? The tubing cutter. It's in the bucket. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna cut it right here. I think that's a good part right there. Okay. Now, very carefully, we don't want anything going inside that pipe. Bless you. We're gonna try to scooch this over. Oh my God, it's like China virus here in this attic. We gotta push this, right? So, yeah, right now it's beelined from there to here, but without getting any,
Just put your hand over it.
Yeah, just put your hand over it. There you go. Okay. Good?
It'll line up like perfectly.
Almost. Okay, right there. No, let it go. Let it go completely. We may have to cut back a little bit, but let's put the 90 on. There. Remember, wiggle in place. Okay. Now, take this, shove that in there. You know, people are saying, Mikey Pipes, you're not reaming the pipe. Yeah, ream this.
Is that in all the way?
Hey, you know what? You know what? This is what we'll do. I'm gonna go into my bag of goodies.
Street 90.
Fuck, come on, man. Put that in. Oh, is that a Street 90?
No.
No, it's not. Oh, he didn't have any Street 90s, did he?
I think you have in your
You gave Street 90.
He did?
Yeah, the one in your hand.
at the end.
This? Okay. Ooh, I wish it was a long turn. Okay, that's gonna go there. Push that.
Yeah, I don't think that's in the 90 all the way.
Which one?
Yeah, that. It's gonna go in deeper.
Well, you should use the tool to mark it.
Past the rubber.
Okay, don't go crazy. It's in. It's in. It's in. It's in. It's in. Okay. See if you can line that up. Should we? Yeah, we should. You know what? Can we get there with it? Well, it's gonna go. Move your foot. All right. Can we get? Does it line up? Okay. Can we get it in there without
Cutting it?
Yeah. So let's mark that. You have a little Sharpie. Mark that where you need to cut it.
I got the last person to sign up for service contract too.
Wow, you sold 3 service agreements in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Damn. So one day when you take over the business, you're gonna have all this value. Because that's how an HVAC and plumbing contractor business is valued at, how many service agreements they have.
Is it really?
Yes. So if we had like 10,000 service agreements, it'd be worth like, I don't know, $10 million.
Wait, 'cause it's not
Don't cut it with attached to that, because if there's any shavings that happen to go inside, it's going to make its way back to the inverter outside. There you go. Okay. So cut that with the tubing cutter. And then,
So the ductwork worked out nicely?
what do you think?
I think yes, but
I think it looks great. Listen, there was, we use mastic. A lot of guys use pokey, but it lined up pretty well.
Did it?
There was like one little spot right here where it's just whatever, but it's nice. The return box, though, the return plenum box, a little bit too big.
Really?
Yeah, because look at the bottom. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's a little bit, yeah. We made it work, but whatever. It is what it is.
Did you?
Okay, Peter, take out the Street 90, clean that fitting. We're gonna use the Stay Bright, the Stay Bright Flux, Stay Clean, by Harris Company.
Did you try it the other way?
Yes, and then it was even worse. Yeah.
I used the exact measurements off their
Website. So yes,
I went like a quarter of an inch above.
Oh, you don't want to go above.
Or
want to make it smaller.
I don't know what I did it so that it made sense to me in my head.
Okay. Well, you know what? This piece really came out nice. I didn't know if they were going to make this, but they did. And we have a nice turn there, and it really, really, really is nice.
The guy, when I told him on the phone, I mean, that's like exactly what I pictured he would make.
Yeah, see?
He was like, yeah, I could do exactly that.
And you know what? I think the bill was $350 for the 3 pieces that you made.
I don't think that's
not bad.
Because it was insulated.
And it's insulated. So listen, for us to fabricate this in a shop, I would have to have like probably $100,000 worth of material, $100,000 worth of tools to build that.
And how many hours to build it?
Probably not that long.
You think?
No, I don't think it takes that long.
To figure out all the measurements for a perfect piece of shit.
Yeah, they have some welding, tack welding that's being done, but it's nice.
I can tack weld.
You can?
Yeah.
Really?
I welded the floor on in my Miata.
Oh, how is the Miata? Did you sell it yet?
No, he's supposed to be buying.
You sold to Chris?
Oh yeah, Chris, Air Force 9.
I should have sold it to Chris.
You should have sold it to Chris.
I'm sure you'd buy it now still.
Yeah, but the title's signed over in my dad's name. Such a nightmare.
Chris is like burning through cash, by the way, at his brother's car dealership.
What do you mean?
He keeps buying stuff.
Oh, well,
yeah, and his brother's getting fed up with him too, by the way. Look at that.
I could see him getting aggravating, but he was really fun to work with.
He was. Yeah. Well, imagine living with him.
Was it bad?
Well, he's listen, it was a challenge. Listen, he liked playing on his computer all day, games.
Like Peter.
Just Peter.
Barely play games.
What are you doing with your foot there?
Take your.
Yeah, stop putzing around. Okay, hold on. Get some flux on where you need to get flux on, right? But first, let's get the piece of insulation cut the right size, and then let's zoom lock this in. Where's the zoom lock?
Up here, right?
No, not yet.
Zoom locks.
Grab the zoom lock, press those in, right?
Can we just, I just want to make sure.
What?
You just made sure.
You just made sure.
Yeah, but it's...
It's what? Look.
I just want to make sure.
You want to cut a little bit shorter? Because you're not, so you don't bend that. Cut this a little bit shorter. Yes. Okay.
Is she doing it?
Yes.
From afar. Just make sure. Doing it the correct way?
Yep, keep going.
That's good?
Yep. So the tool that you're using, right, is made by Zoomlock RLS. Now RLS is a company, to my understanding, RLS and Zoomlock are 2 separate companies, right? When they first did this press refrigeration tool and fittings, RLS Zoomlock was the company, which is Parker Sporlin, I believe, right? Zoomlock spun off because I think they're a more wealthier company. And so now you have Zoomlock Max, right, which only has like one little thing there, and you have RLS Zoomlock. So this is called the RLS style, and every time I go to Johnstone, they ask me, it's like, oh, when you trade in your RLS tool, and we'll give you the jaws, right, and then you got to buy the fittings. I was like, but I like this RLS, right? It's like, It's nice. It works. There's no problem with it. It's just that's two different companies, but there's no standard. That's the problem. Like Megapress, like Megapress, like the Zoom, Pro Press that we use. You know, there's like a dozen different manufacturers that make the fittings. I prefer Viga, of course. And then there's Rigid Tool, you know, Tool and Jaws. There's Milwaukee Tool and Jaws, and then there's like a spin-off company. I think it's I don't know, whatever. But all right, you press that one too.
Not this one yet.
Okay, good. Press that in. Oh. No, you gotta engage it in the cycle. Keep going. Okay, now put it on. And the first job that I bought this for was a Carrier Infinity 5-ton system. And I added the cost of the tool to the job, and it paid for it.
Nice.
Go. I wanted to replace the line set on this Taj Mahal because it was an R20. They have like 8 R22 systems there, and I wasn't taking any chance, especially with my first Carrier Infinity install. Okay, get the flux, flux this shit up.
Stay bright.
Stay clean. Okay. I like nice filter dryers, bi-directional filter dryer, by the way. Located inside. I should buy you a smaller tip too, by the way.
I think I have one that's a little bit smaller.
Okay. But don't burn the Armaflex. Because technically for 3/8 you don't need a tip that large. It's kind of like the same principle, like don't use an 18-inch pipe wrench on a 3/4 inch fitting. Yeah. It's overkill and you risk stripping the threads. I know, very snotty, Daniel. Oh, man, people are gonna comment like, "Damn, it's snotty." You're like, he's not even brazing, and he's snotty, and he has got snot all over the place. The one thing to do about the one concern about brazing near the air handler, if a drop of braze it goes through it, I've done that. Sam Pacarino. Sam, if you're watching, yeah, that 3rd floor attic air handler, that Carrier Infinity, a drop of molted brazing rod went through your pan, but we fixed it with plastic epoxy, inside and outside.
The previous company I worked at almost always put a hole through it.
Oh, the company that works on North Central Avenue, Valley Stream.
Yeah.
Those hacks.
Yeah.
Is there enough play in the insulation where it covers up that?
Oh yeah, I pulled it tight, but it's on the fitting.
Good. Excellent. Can we go right to the... Yeah, sweet. Oh my God, it's so sexy. Perfect. Very, very nice. Okay. All right, Peter is now getting more hands-on. You should probably flip the hat around. Damn, you're schwitzing like a whore in church. Momser. That's what a momser is, by the way.
Latch.
Yeah, it's been gone for a while. It's been broken for like, I don't know, 18 years. 18 months, I don't know, forever. Okay, you got equipped.
Just need a Phillip.
You need a Phillip?
Well,
What do you think? Don't give him, why give him a hard job? Look at this. You're not nice.
I'm giving you the magnetic one.
That's magnetic?
It should be, yeah. Put a screw on it.
Let's see. Bet you it doesn't hold.
Oh, yeah, it is magnetic.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can feel it.
Okay. All right.
Still gonna drop it.
Yeah. All right, now, so you're going to carefully bring down that filter grill box, flush with, or, don't go past the sheetrock.
Yeah,
right? But I would go, secure it to the wood, because then we're gonna put the filter grill on. And if we're lucky, we could just get away with a little bit of silicone. The crack on the left side is what it is. But
what's going on with your battery?
yeah, it was fine for me.
Looks like it's special.
It is special. All right, Here goes Peter. We know he can't fall through the ceiling if he's not in the attic.
For sure he went through before.
You did?
When he stumbled.
Oh.
I was like, oh no.
Screw gun downstairs up top? No.
What happened?
I had to use it.
Peter said it's yours.
Oh, it's mine?
Yeah.
I had to use it to take apart the unit.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, the 2 nipple trays,
Yeah.
they're not Daniel's.
So I have them in my truck.
You have nipple trays.
Yes.
I have nipple trays. You have nipple trays. But we have an extra set of 1 inch and 3/4 nipple trays in the shop.
Oh, 1 inch?
1 inch and 3/4.
Can I take the 1 inch if it's extra?
Yeah, I like to know where it came from.
You have a ton of 1 inch nipples in the shop.
Yeah, but
I'm not talking about nipples. We're talking about nipple trays, right? Because remember, my truck yesterday, there was a 3/4 and 1 inch nipple tray that we thought maybe it came from your truck, but it didn't. We thought maybe it came from Daniel's truck, but he has his. But where do these nipple trays come from?
One of our clients did give us a nipple tray.
oh,
And that was
yeah.
one Daniel.
Oh, now all of a sudden, oh yeah, someone gave us nipple trays.
I forgot.
Was that the guy with the Alpine?
Wait a minute, we didn't have this conversation about where an extra nipple tray came from.
I know we never have a conversation about this.
I know. I didn't know he gave nipple trays, but I know he gave a lot.
The guy with the Alpine that we lit up Alpine.
Yeah. I
But that was like a month ago.
I don't know.
Oh, Peter's getting stuff done. You're getting her done. Shiver me timbers. Hopefully it's the right way. Okay. So now screw that in.
Is this,
If you can't get it any lower, then.
Peter got it in the hole. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Peter is eligible. He's an eligible bachelor. Peter is 21 years old. Blonde hair, blue eyes too.
Screw in one corner. That's
Brown
to
eyes.
move the other corner.
Right, he's a good-looking guy, and he lives at home with his parents. He doesn't have a car, but he's gonna buy Daniel's Miata,
Right here.
and he likes Latinas chicas. Yeah, look, he's cracking out of his shell.
Okay.
He likes Latinas chicas. By the way, did you check out the blonde hair Latina chica in yesterday's video?
No, get this.
I
one.
tried to get the ass shot in it.
Get this one right here.
I got the. Did you see? You didn't notice the cleaning girl upstairs in yesterday's job?
Oh no.
Oh yeah. She was like, no comprehende inglés. I was like, oye, mami, toma, mami, toma. Okay, you know.
The regular YouTube.
Yeah, the regular YouTube. Because I just showed, you know, like she was in the room. I was working on the thermostat here, and I was like, yeah, let me show you what's going on. Let me spread my wings on the Ecobee. Oh my God.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah. Oh, it slips right in. Oh, Peter, just give her the tip. Almost. It will.
Make it slip.
Make it slip in there.
First.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Peter. Oh, your mom would be so proud. And Nana. Nana Claire? Is it Claire?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I'm fucking good. By the way, if your 9-year-old kid is watching Mikey Pipes, right, they're hearing much worse in school. Facts.
this covers?
Yeah, it covers most of it. We could put some white silicone or Pheno seal.
Oh, what's that? For Anthony?
What?
Anthony.
Anthony? Opie Anthony?
Danson.
What?
Danson? Anthony?
Anthony Danson?
Andrew.
Andrew who?
Diane. DePerry.
Oh, what about? She's not a bull dyke.
Andrew or?
Andrew. Andrew Fu. Andrew.
Probably the only one that we watching.
No, believe it or not. Did you? I told you that you weren't with us on that job. Oh, yes, you were. The girl with cerebral palsy. She watches. She's a young girl, and she gets all excited when she watches Mikey Pipes.
Really?
Yeah. The father emailed me a few times. He's it's sad. It's financially, emotionally draining to have a child like that. It's rough. I can't. But I give her a shout out. I forgot her name.
Was it Brianna?
But,
Brianna?
yeah, Brianna. Brianna, if you're watching, we're talking about you. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Brianna, she's a trooper. Her whole family too. Okay, so this is painful sometimes watching because it's like putting a square peg into a round hole. It's either going to go or it's not going to go, but it's not going to go.
It's hitting this corner. It needs to go further that way.
Okay, so why can't you go it that way? You know, you need some special modifications. Get the angle grinder. Oh, come on, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you're gonna chip some of that away. You want my Gerber knife?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Here you go, the Gerber knife. Here, the Gerber. You can get that on Amazon. It's $10. It's the best knife ever, by the way. Just don't. So I did get a, ladies and gentlemen, for all those who are interested, I did get a text from Chris earlier today. Wanted to know, hey, what's up? I'm going to I have a doctor's appointment at 4 o'clock, and if you like, you know, I can conference you in. You know, I'll give you my doctor permission to talk to you, or if you want a doctor's note. I don't know why he needs to give me a doctor's note. I saw what happened yesterday, but yeah. Hopefully, Chris, if you're watching, hopefully you get the attention that you need and proper medical treatment for your condition. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. You know, it's got to be painful. You can't even imagine. That's got to be brutal. To have that much intense pain where you're actually having a seizure, passed out on the floor of a truck. It's rough. But Pipe Doctor is actively hiring. We need another body to drive a truck. Because he's retiring. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Oh my God. I'm fucking with him. We are actively hiring. We do need a rounded individual. Women are invited to include. Women are invited to apply. You know, it'd be awesome if that girl, plumbing goddess, or plumbing princess, what's her name?
Plumbing goddess.
Plumbing goddess? Let's pull.
Plumbing princess.
Let's pull her up on Instagram. Hold on. Plumbing goddess. If you are plumbing goddess, or looks like plumbing goddess, and you're looking for a job and you want to get paid to lay good pipe, you got to email me, mike@mikeypipes.com. Hopefully I don't get sued for sexual harassment while we're working together, but yeah, you're welcome. By the way, plumbing goddess, she's great. She's a plumbing apprentice. What? She's a plumbing apprentice based out of Massachusetts, right? There's her Instagram. Her name is Natalie. Plumbing goddess. Check her out, ladies and gentlemen. Exceptional. Look at this. She is digging holes. Look at her. Oh, stop complaining. Oh.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Awesome. But look at this. She's in the trade. So women are also invited to hire. But I hear, Daniel, what did you tell me? She's hurting. Her back hurts. So she's feeling the physical stress from being in the plumbing trade.
You can see it if you read her description on her pictures.
Really? It's rough. It's rough. Either you can, you know, if you do the back and you do the front, you'll be good. That's got to go up more. Come on. It's like the blind leading the blind here. If your body hurts, you're in the early 20s, mid 20s, you're a female in the plumbing trades, it's, you know, it's just not for you. You know, it's just not. I don't know, maybe if you're a bull dyke, maybe. Oh, see how nice that went in? Did I say bull dyke on the camera? Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's all right. Okay, whatever. Ready? It is what it is. People got in trouble saying a lot worse. You get canceled.
You're in over it. Yeah, like if you just said like you should really just be home making babies instead of actually getting.
Well, if you're born with a vagina, you're a female, and you could think you're a man.
Whoa.
What? If you're born.
Assumptions just because you're born with a vagina doesn't make her a woman.
No, what does it make? What does it make you? A potato, a tomato. What are you guys doing? Why don't you drill straight up here? Isn't there a beam right here?
No, there's nothing there.
Oh, so you need longer screws, no?
No, the beam is like right here.
Okay, so you
There's a
pop.
big gap. So
Yeah.
I'm just screwing into the sheet metal right here.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
But I need light to do it.
Yeah. Peter.
If I look up, you're.
So why don't you turn it up? Duh, look at that. There's a creative concept that works.
I can't see.
No, you can't see because it's in your eye. I'm blind. Nana, Claire. Help these boys, Nana, Claire. Yeah, look at this. This is hysterical. Oh my God. Oh, come on. No, look at the other side. It's not in. How much longer are you gonna be finger fucking this? Come on.
Put that. Stop shining at my eye.
Brianna can do faster than you.
You're out again.
Okay, push it up then.
When I nod my head, you hit it.
Okay, hold this.
Yeah. Peter, I can just picture this is like the Three Stooges. Peter's gonna put his hand against the thing, and then Daniel's gonna take a hammer and smash his hand and the frame. There you go. See, look at that. Oh God.
Biggest highest now is stuck with the meeting, but Daniel's going, well, it's in.
Yeah. We've only been messing around for the past 45 minutes while Dumb and Dumber here. I get the the filter grill piece in place. Voila, look at that. Easy peasy. All right, we are done cleaning up to 234. Look at this, guys. It really came out tits. There it is. The second masterpiece of the Bosch trifecta. I have a very, very strong suspicion. It may be a while, but he is going to get another Bosch product from Thermal Technology Group. The boiler, the Whale McLean, is fairly new. It's 2 years old. The A.O. Smith 50-gallon water heater is only 2 years old. So I give him another 10, 14 years before we give him the Green Therm? Yeah, Green Therm T9900i. I'm sure there'll be another model then, but look at this beautiful, beautiful machinery. Excellent.